Yo, we are live for the after show of WWE Raw goes to Netflix, and I mean a lot of clear winners for tonight's episode, and I low key just want to say just to start off that like my energy may seem low, but I just feel like what I've been doing as with wrestling, I feel like I've enjoying it, but I've gotten to the point where I'm just trying to predict everything that's gonna happen. And by me doing that is just kind of like I don't want to say ruining it, but it's just like I've just noticed that I've just been mad off. And it's like the things, even as far as tonight goes, with just the matches and how I thought that they were gonna plan out. And I just feel like it was just a choke slam of reality. I love when the Undertaker came out because that was my favorite version of the Undertaker with the Kid Rock
American Badass, yeah.
American Badass song. That was my favorite version of the Undertaker. Um, but I just feel like high expectations, kind of like Saturday Night's main event, and I
Mhm.
feel like WWE is currently giving us what we want, but just like really saving those magical moments at like the PLEs. We see that Royal Rumble next year is going to be in Saudi, and they're there for like these big. They want these big moments now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're expecting these big moments to happen too soon. But overall, it started out great. Like I'm currently rewatching it now. It started off with Triple H coming out. He did his spiel, great opening. Um, I don't know, bro. I really don't know what to expect. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I was just wrong literally about everything that I predicted as far as like the winners. Yo, man, what's going on? Let's go. What up, Breaking Dilla? What's up with it? Please no more Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Clearly you can tell and Dylan was telling me about that as he laughs again. They
Bro,
moving out the building, bro.
they booed him, bro,
Um,
bad.
yeah. You can just tell like the shift and just like everything, man. And I was talking to Dylan about Stone Cold not making an appearance, and I feel like Stone Cold is in a spot right now where his loyalty to Vince McMahon maybe is just mad strong, bro. And it's like he don't want to work or do any work with anybody that's not under Vince McMahon or
Yeah.
I feel Stone Cold is just mad loyal, and I can just see that. You know what I'm saying? I can
Yep.
just see that being because again, when we talked, and there's no reason why Stone Cold wasn't there, but when we talked, I was just like, it can't be money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it can't be money because they have billions of dollars over here now with everything that's going on. It's just the fact that Vince McMahon is not running the company. And I feel like that's why Stone Cold doesn't want to make any appearances or anything, bro. And I hope they can come to some kind of terms and conditions, man. But it sucks seeing like these moments like this when we don't have one of the greatest. Just imagine The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena on the same show, like
Mhm.
Undertaker popping up, like you know what I'm saying, man. Like man, crazy. Do y'all see the bloodline combining now? Nah, bro. Like that story is about to be crazy. As I'm watching right now, we got The Rock coming out, a crazy ovation. Rock had the goosebumps, man, like he always get. And what was crazy about The Rock is he gave us this face persona. The Rock came out, man. He was smacking the people's hands. He was shaking Michael Cole's hand. Like you can tell this is all an act.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that y'all peeping it. You can tell that this is all an act from The Rock as far as like this hugging Cody Rhodes. And it was funny when he was like, I want to thank somebody who's been running this company for over a year, who's been giving his blood, sweat, and tears. I didn't, made him bleed over the years. He'd have made me bleed, etc. I thought he was talking about Triple H. I
Mhm.
thought he was about to give his props
That's
to Triple H.
exactly who I was thinking about
But then
too.
he wound up twisting it, man, and giving it to Cody Rhodes and giving him a hug. And it's clear as day where we're headed at with this, man. But pick it up from there, Dylan. What you think?
Yeah, let me just touch on that real quick. I mean, what do you think about you saw the backstage stuff on The Rock's Instagram?
No, I
or
didn't.
no? So my man The Rock was going around the whole backstage going to everybody and he toasted with Cody, had a
Mhm.
drink with him.
Yeah,
It's
clear
I don't know,
setup.
man. I
It's
don't
a
know how to
clear
feel
setup.
about it.
It's a
I,
clear setup, bro.
you think
It's a
so?
clear setup, man. Clear.
Because
It's clear as day
here's how I
before.
viewed tonight. Here's how I
Mhm.
viewed tonight. I viewed tonight as you got to remember Netflix is global, right?
Yeah.
So they did also try to cater a little bit towards people who may be watching for the first time. You know, they know The Rock, but maybe they don't have never watched WWE before. No, you got to. I mean, look at The Rock's promo.
I
The
get you.
Rock's
I get
promo.
you.
He wasn't the final boss. Like his promo basically acted like nothing for the past year happened at all.
Exactly, and that's why I
He
feel like it's an act.
it could be. I mean, we could see something down the line, but I
And
think
make sure y'all smashing that thumbs up in the comment section as well, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for us.
I think coming out of it, personally for me, I'm leaning on the side now of we probably aren't getting the Rocket Mania this year.
No, it's happening.
I don't. I mean, I don't know.
The Rock is definitely setting up something, bro. Like this was perfect work from the final boss, bro. He definitely gonna pull the rug from either under Roman Reigns which made it so good, bro. That's what made it so good because
But
now,
why wouldn't you set it
but
up now? Like, why
but
wouldn't
you
he
don't
rock
know.
bottom Roman right
But
now?
you see, it's because you know the thing is, Dylan, it's not happening on our time, and it's not happening when we want it to happen. So we question it. Like after today, bro, I'm just watching and observing again. I want to go back to when I just watch and observe, and I don't question why they're not doing this when this should happen. Because again, like my predictions as far as a lot of stuff that's going on has been wrong, but from what I witnessed tonight, just enjoying, just wanting to watch. The Rock gave us some of the best heel work, and it's some of the best heel work. Dylan, like he's mastering what he's walking around, he's smiling. He want us to forget. Like, bro, last time we seen the Rock and Cody, he was smashing his head up against the truck. He even referenced Mama Rose in there again, bro. Like I picked up every single hillish move from him smiling, from him hugging Cody Rhodes, from him
But
being there with the fans. It's all a play. It's all a
now,
play.
now, now, let's touch on it because if you want to talk about going down the line of like like predicting, because I've been that way too, right? We always try to like look down the future and you read the leaks, you read the rumors, and sometimes it does ruin it, right? It can ruin it in the moment for you.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I mean, you got to also realize the possibility of maybe you're looking into this too much.
Nah, I doubt it. Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me just put my perspective out there. Because if you're looking into it and you're analyzing all this stuff and you're saying it was a heel, he didn't show a heel at all tonight.
Are you serious?
He came out as a full babyface tonight. He's shaking
It
hands
was
with the crowd.
it was an
He's
act,
saying
bro.
Cody. He hold on. If you're just seeing it on the surface, don't yeah, there could be deeper layers to it. Of course, it could be. But if you're not overanalyzing it, again, remember what was tonight. It was the Netflix debut. You and I understand that they could still be setting it up, right? Like I'm not saying like oh my god, I got fooled tonight, like no, bro, it could still be setting it up, but you don't think it's also just a possibility that
No,
they
no,
wouldn't show the Netflix
no.
executives, they wouldn't
That
show
has
the
nothing to do with it, Dylan.
well,
They can't.
definitely it had everything to do with this promo.
Bro, it did
You
not,
can't say it.
bro. They can't go from because this is on Netflix, we're gonna show you guys a different version of the Rock because it's Netflix. Like we can't turn on and turn it off like that. Like,
Well, he did as far as the storyline.
bro, no, he didn't, bro.
He hugged Cody Rhodes. That's not part of the
Bro,
storyline.
it's an act,
They
Dylan.
never had anything
Dylan,
finished.
it's an act. Like he's acting like the good guy now. He's acting like
No, but
everything
what
is.
you're saying, your argument is conflicting itself, is what I'm saying.
It's not.
It
How
is.
in the chat, do y'all not agree? Do y'all feel like The Rock was just being Dwayne The Rock Johnson, like his, or do y'all feel like he still put up an act? Like, and that's why it's so good, Dylan, because he's fooling you, bro. Like he's fooling you. Like he mentioned Mama Rose. He gave him
No,
a
no,
like.
no, 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 no. He ain't fooling me. I can see both sides. I'm saying your argument is conflicting itself.
You trying to say that The Rock pulled out a babyface promo? That's what you're trying to say, right? You
Yeah,
saying that
look at
this
this
was,
guy. Look at this guy. Man, Rouse too,
bro?
bro. Have
Have
you
you
ever
ever
seen any
seen
of the
any
Rock's
of The
promo? He
Rock
can't
movies?
act good, break.
So y'all thought that this was
Just
y'all think
listen.
that, go-
Just listen, bro. You're not getting my point here real quick. You're coming out saying, right? Like
Mhm,
on screen, when people
mhm.
act as a heel, they do heel things.
No, I'm not.
When
Dylan.
people when
I'm
when
saying.
people come
Go ahead.
when
Go ahead.
in wrestling,
Mhm,
it's always been a clear line. Okay, heel babyface. My point is tonight, okay, he came out, his promo specifically
mhm.
had nothing to do with being a heel.
Yes,
He
it did.
could be
Yes, it
hold
did.
on, hold on. He could be acting. Of course, he could be playing it up as an act. And he could turn on all these guys, right?
Mhm,
But when you just talk about the promo,
mhm.
it was a babyface promo.
I mean, that's your opinion, bro.
Looking into it, you could say, yeah, you know what, this is an act, this is a heel. But for to go from where Cody and The Rock were at WrestleMania,
Mhm,
okay, the vile hatred that they had in the build towards WrestleMania, and then it was over, and then you had the Raw after that, and The Rock said, whatever, it's not over, right?
mhm.
Well, tonight he goes over and he says, Cody Rhodes, carried the company on his back for a year. He goes over, grants him a hug. They
He
do
was
a whole
being he
backstage
was
thing
being
on the. They
sarcastic
do a
though.
whole. They do a whole backstage IG live cheering, whatever. Yes, of course it could be a act. I'm just saying, on screen tonight he was a babyface.
Sure, yeah. Sure. He played a he.
See, look. I mean, look at the comments. I'm just
Like,
saying. Like, I
and
think,
my man say, I don't trust The Rock. Yeah, he
of
came up.
course, you
He came.
can't trust The Rock, but like, the fact that they had the interaction with Cody and them
Mhm.
hugging
He was
is.
acting as a baby face, but he
Thank
still
you. That's
playing
my
heel.
point. That's my point.
But you was trying to say like he did a babyface promo, like he's a babyface. That's what I was just, like you said.
That's what he acted like tonight was a babyface. You're saying it was a heel promo. It's not a heel promo. It was a
I,
babyface promo, but he could be acting as a babyface. That's where
see,
you're not picking up what I'm saying.
but see these words that you said now, as far as the breakdown, now I get what you said. I'm thinking that you
Uh,
were saying like I'm thinking you were saying like, oh, The Rock, The Rock, he's full baby face now, like all that stuff.
Man Rouse 2, thank you so much. That's the perfect
Honestly,
comment.
break The Rock was in full promo role from his TK. Right, happy for the company to see. I mean, I get some of that, yes, but okay. So my thing is, Dylan, I was thinking you saying like The Rock is now a heel. I mean, The Rock is now a baby face. That's what I thought that you were trying to say. Like, oh
Of
yeah, The Rock
course,
is a baby face
of
now.
course they can always switch it at a dime. I'm just saying tonight he was portrayed as a babyface. On TV, he was portrayed as a babyface. Down the line, can they flip it? Of course, bro. They can do whatever they want. It's wrestling. In the ring, if he wanted to be a heel tonight, he would have
Mhm.
rock bottom Roman Reigns after he put the Ula Follow on him. Like, what are you talking
But
about?
but you agree that they trying to space it out as
They
far as
could,
when, yeah.
they could,
Hmm.
they could also maybe now prolong this to WrestleMania 42. Now after tonight, I don't think it
Hmm.
could happen at 41 because if they were to set it up at 41.
Hmm.
Right? And how well, I know you're smirking because you've been right, but I'm just saying, like, how long have I also been saying, like, this tonight is gonna tell all what's gonna happen at WrestleMania?
Yeah, just because The Rock didn't do anything tonight doesn't necessarily mean that it is not setting up for anything to happen at um WrestleMania. I mean, we do still got Cody versus KO. We still feel like Cody is probably going to go over at the Royal Rumble, which could potentially lead to something. Will it speed up the process? Yes, but I mean, I don't know. They left us with a lot of cliffhangers, bro. I low key thought The Rock was going to pull a Stone Cold and Rock Bottom Roman. I thought I was waiting for The Rock to turn on Roman. I 100% was waiting. And since we on there, Dylan, how did you feel about Tribal Combat? What you think about that match?
I it went down as I expected. Like I said, I think I knew Roman was going to get the victory.
Mhm.
Again, that was my prediction. My prediction was he was going to hold up to Ulafala. I didn't think that this whole thing with The Rock was gonna
It's
happen,
gonna
where he
start it,
just
yeah.
hugs him out and says, "I love you, bro," and that's
Mhm.
it. You know what I mean? I thought that we were gonna get the heel turn. I thought, and that's why it's leading me to believe again that it could maybe not happen this year, because you talk about, like somebody made a great point. This show had too much build up for there not to be any surprises or
Yep,
swerves
I
to
agree.
anything that happened. What did
I
they do
agree.
tonight to make you look forward to next week or the rest of the month? Like, this was their big build up, and it was a great show overall. I'm not saying it was a bad show, but as far as the build to Royal Rumble and down the line to WrestleMania, what happened tonight, I don't think exactly furthered that storyline. And I agree with Carlos on that.
Yeah.
I think if they were really trying to, I mean, you got to remember, bro, we got Saturday Night Main Event on the 25th,
Mhm.
okay, and then you only have February, and you got March, and you have WrestleMania already. So do you really think The Rock, you like you've been saying for a while, The Rock ain't gonna be here every week. He's gonna be on NXT tomorrow night. What the heck?
Is he?
And he's gonna be there with
His
with
daughter.
his daughter,
Mhm.
and that's not gonna do nothing. So again, it's, I don't know, man. I don't
I feel
know.
I feel I feel like it's still enough time, bro, because you gotta remember when after Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, that's when everything picked up. That's when everything, you got The Rock involved, you got Roman Reigns involved, and for those durations of that, what, 2 months, you had a lot of stuff that was going on. I don't think that The Rock is ruled out for WrestleMania. The only thing is now we really don't know who he's gonna go against. Tonight was perfect. Like if you really arrest it, it left you thinking. It wasn't like, oh my god, like, you get what I'm saying, like a oh my god cliffhanger. But what's up with The Rock? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he got issues with Cody. Yes, he got issues with Roman that we see, but he didn't attack neither
You
one of those guys.
you hit the nail on the head, bro. It leaves you saying, what happened with The Rock? Well, guess what? Guess what? We've been wondering what happened with The Rock since Bad Blood. We
Mm-hmm.
still don't know what's going
Still
on with The
don't know.
Rock. That's why I'm saying by now, gearing up for Royal Rumble, bro, like, you usually have an idea. And I just think, I just think after tonight,
But
I
is
don't
it
know if
wrong
they still would
though?
do it.
But is it wrong that we don't have an idea what's going on, or do you think that they are doing their jobs as far as keeping us surprised,
Well,
keeping
they're
us
definitely doing
wondering
their
what's
jobs. They're
going? Like
definitely
like
doing their
I feel like
jobs.
we're kind of upset because we ain't get what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Or we didn't get
Yeah.
something that, like, that's exactly what, like,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like this episode was so good, because no, Dylan, you didn't get what you wanted as far as The Rock doing something with Roman. No, I didn't get what I wanted. Like, nobody really got what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you saying, like, oh man, well, since it didn't happen tonight, well, I guess The Rock is out for me. No, that don't necessarily mean it. We're a little bit let down, but like, again, once Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble last year, bam, The Rock came. It wasn't like The Rock was in the picture prior to Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble. That happened afterwards. So we still got ample amount of time, bro, to let this story play out. But again, we don't know which way it's gonna play out. Is it gonna play out Cody Rhodes' way? Is it gonna play out? We're still in the same seats that we were the other day, guessing who's the Rock WrestleMania opponent. And we
Yeah.
ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answer, Dylan. You ain't got the answers.
Yeah.
Neither do
But
I,
but I
bro.
think that
You know what I'm saying? Neither do I.
that's why I started off by saying I think some of the leaks and spoilers and stuff do definitely ruin it.
Yeah.
Um,
Pentagon be
because
good.
like, there were we already know what the leaks were, right? Like, that's why
Mhm.
I again feel maybe The Rock is not for this WrestleMania, because the leak is Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. We know this, right? If you're on Twitter and you follow any wrestling account,
Oh, wait, what is it?
you knew
Roman
this from
Reigns,
the other
CM
day.
Punk?
That's been the leak for Mania now. That's why I'm saying if we didn't get anything to hey man, I don't make the leaks.
I ain't liking that, bro. I
I'm just
know,
telling
bro.
you
I,
what
I I ain't liking that one,
I'm
bro.
just
I ain't
telling you what
liking
the
that.
accounts are putting out there. So, again, that like, it's like, once you know these leaks and it's in the back of your mind, it's like, well, okay, if Cody and The Rock are buddy, okay. Cena's most likely. Let's just talk about Cena real quick, right? I
Yeah,
mean, unless you want to continue about The Rock
I
and
mean, no,
Roman.
no, tribal combat, tribal combat. We got Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman didn't turn. You know what I'm saying? So again, that was something that I expected, Dylan. So yeah, like after the match, it was such a long pause. We got the camera work was great. Two, we
Yeah.
got so many up close. Okay, is he gonna turn on him right now? Then we got an image of the Rock in the corner. Then we got another image of Roman Reigns. Then we got an image of Paul. So the camera images are playing so much on your mind, you didn't really know what to do. We don't know what's left for Solo. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going forward for him as far as what to expect on Friday night with the whole bloodline situation. You know, with Solo, then is Roman Reigns gonna be on SmackDown? He's a new tribal chief again. You know, it's going to be a segment with that, but long story short, we got Roman as a winner.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was a good match. I think it was just like expected, right? You had some of the interference,
Yeah.
tribal
Same old
combat.
bloodline stuff, bro.
You're always going to get that, bloodline interference.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, the after was good. Again, like I think Carlos said it again. Maybe it's our fault for having too much expectations
Yep.
after all this buildup, and they're really testing the fans' patience. Yeah, bro, they are.
Yeah.
And again, if it's long term and we do end up getting it, then awesome. I just think I don't know. I think tonight would have been a perfect opportunity to have a rock bottom Roman. I mean, you don't think so?
But is it okay that it didn't happen, Dylan? I'm
Of course,
fine.
it's okay. It
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
happen.
it
What am I
would have
gonna go
been
cry about it? No, I'm not gonna go sit in the corner and
it,
cry that it didn't happen, bro.
it would have been it would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? But let the Rock cook. Like I'm liking what we seeing because again, I don't know which direction it's gonna go. I'm gonna sit back, Dylan. That if I give you some more, hey, this is what's gonna happen. I think this. Tell me to shut up, bro, because I've been
Yeah.
wrong. I've been wrong, bro. So tell me to shut up. But what else? What else we got, man? After that, we had John Cena.
But I do agree with you real quick. Just on just enjoying what we do see. You know what I mean? Maybe we
Mm-hmm.
got to get back to like our childhood. Maybe we stay off the social media and we just watch what we see and
Just
we
watch
react
it,
to
bro.
it.
Yep.
And again, it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I just don't know. Again, it's like at this point now as a wrestling fan, you kind of just want to know, okay, him versus him. You know what I'm saying? Like it does
Mm-hmm.
kind of give you peace of mind, and then you can get excited about the matchups.
What's happening?
With
Yeah.
with all the speculation, it's kind of like, oh my god, he can go against here, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Fact.
So, but yeah, John Cena was hit a great promo, I thought.
Hogan got booed. Best Raw ever. Who we gonna get to that, y'all?
Yeah, we're gonna
Let's
get to
run
all
through.
this.
Let's run through Cena, bro. How you feel
Cena,
about Cena?
great promo.
Mm-hmm.
And again, but hey, what did we say?
We
Cena's
thought
pro-
Gunther, yeah,
Cena's promo. No, we know what Cena's doing.
bro. That's what I meant to tell you, bro. Cena was so freaking spot on, bro. Just as
Yeah.
far as who is my next opponent? Is it gonna be
Yep.
Gunther? Is it gonna be CM Punk? Is it gonna be, am I gonna
True.
win am I gonna win the championship at WrestleMania and break the record? Like literally everything that people has been asking. Is
Yep.
Cena gonna break the record? Is Cena gonna go against Gunther? Is Cena gonna go against CM Punk? Like literally, it's almost like he's been watching everybody's videos, and he basically saying like, "Look, I know what y'all been saying. Like, I don't know what's going on, but what I loved the fact that he said like, I can't see myself winning that. So when he was saying stuff like that, like, man, the chances of me doing this is impossible. Like, it's giving me that it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He's basically trying to man freak us to the point like, oh yeah, Cena not gonna go for it, and then eventually he's gonna go for it. He's gonna
But
do it.
but that's perfect, right? Again, compared
Mm-hmm.
to like what the Rock and Roman did, just leaving a endless amount of
Yeah.
ended open. We know what Cena's doing. He's entering the Royal Rumble. He's gonna try to win. He's gonna go on this redemption arc. He mentioned how many times that the man hasn't had a victory,
Yep.
2,000 something days,
Yep. Yep.
and he's gonna go on this. I don't think he'll win the Rumble. I think they can pull this off where he has again this redemption arc. Maybe he comes back and he's gonna lose for a little while and then he has a big payoff, hopefully at the end. But it was great, man. He touched on everything. He touched on the 17th championship. He touched on who his Mania opponent can be.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect, bro. Again, we know what Cena's doing. We know his direction. We know he's only going to be here for one more year.
Yeah.
And I loved at the end that he capped it off with, "If you want some, come get some."
I like what Carlos said, man. He said, "How do you have Cena show up, cut a promo, and leave? Like nobody. I mean, yes, respect Cena. Let him come out. Let him say his piece. Like I love
Eh,
like the backstory that he said.
what did I originally speculate on
You
that?
you you expected Logan Paul to come out, and I
And they didn't have him do
he
anything. He was
mentioned he
sitting.
mentioned Logan though. He
He
mentioned
did,
Logan. He
but
definitely mentioned
all Logan did tonight was sit in the crowd.
in the crowd, bro.
You
It was
know?
it was it was again. I feel like they overhyped and underdelivered. You get what I'm saying? Like if you got red carpet, if you got all this, and I'm not saying like we needed the Undertaker Stone Cold in the first blood match. Like we ain't need nothing like that, bro. But it was a 4 match show. It was just filled with just a lot of waves from the crowd.
Yeah.
It clearly was like let us show you what the WWE universe is live. You know, they had the Netflix people there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the celebrities from Wale to Danielle Fisher. You got people from Boy Meets World. Like, you have people all. It was just like a Hollywood red carpet event, kind of how like they
Mhm.
do in the UFC. You know, when they do the UFC and that's the vibes. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? That's the vibe. So it was kind of more like a display. Like we're gonna display to you guys like what we provide. You know what I'm saying? As far as like a service to Netflix. So it was more of like a I don't it felt like WWE, but like WWE like lights, camera, action. You get what I'm saying? Like that's kind of the vibes I got it. And maybe again because it was the first episode cameraman couldn't figure out why big facts, yo. X-Pac, the X-Pac promo
Yeah.
for me, the X-Pac crowd joint got messed up, bro. At one point, I'm like, X-Pac bald? I'm like, when did X-Pac cut his hair, man? But then you turn around seeing a ponytail, man. But I mean, again,
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just our expectations, bro. I think we're just, we're like really big wrestling
yeah,
fans, right?
yep.
So we're
Clearly,
up on all
bro.
this.
Look, look,
We're
look,
up.
look how we was with the whole rock at the
I
beginning,
know, I know,
man.
I
Like,
know. But But it's because we care, you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah,
actually something that we truly enjoy to watch, and, I think when you do build up a show and it has all this hype and expectation to it, certain things maybe you expect can let you down a little bit. I do think just looking at it from, like, outside, it was still a very good
yep,
show,
yep.
you know what I mean? I think, again, it's just, um, certain things that maybe, we wanted to happen that didn't.
I'm gonna ask you a question at the end. Just remind me to ask you that question.
Okay. Gunther is my favorite right now, and it was so disrespectful not to have him show up on such an. I mean, they did a little backstage
They
thing.
did, and I was gonna mention that to you too. I'm like, for him to be the world heavyweight champion, he didn't even like no recognition, bro. They had the War Raiders in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But just as far as like him being the world heavyweight champion on Raw, it's clear that they wanted Cody Rhodes more than they want. You get what I'm saying? More than
Yeah.
they wanted Gunther, bro. Like they
Yep.
showed the WWE undisputed champion, which is on SmackDown, but the
Yeah.
actual world heavyweight champion on Raw. Like to me, that was a slap in the face to him. Real talk.
Yep.
Like you could tell they're like, can we get Cody? Like what can you do? Like, oh, we have Gunther, our world heavyweight
Yeah.
champion over here for Raw. Oh, that's nice. What can we do
Yeah.
with Cody? What can
Yep.
we do with Cody? Can he come in the ring? Can he like what can we do? Like and that's the vibes, bro. That's the vibe. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But honestly, he was waiting on that Brock Lesnar intro. Me too, bro. Again, another letdown. Maybe we get it for the Rumble, but it is what it is.
I'm not let down with that anymore, bro. I think I'm just like to
You
the point
over it.
where I think he has a door to return, obviously, but he needs to clear up his stuff first. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody knows what's actually going on with that. So
Mm-hmm.
until maybe that is like out of the news or we hear something about it where like,
Yeah.
nothing happened and like maybe
Mm-hmm.
the case is settled, I
Yeah.
feel like then we can
Yeah,
start
because
maybe.
especially with so much money on the line with this Netflix stuff, bro. Like it's really not worth, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Mhm.
worth the risk, it's not worth the pop. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Until everything's get cleaned up, man. But what else we had after that, bro?
Let me see. Let me just go in order here. What we had here. Um. Oh, they did. We skipped over it. So they did. You missed it too, which I thought was hilarious. I texted it to you, and you're
Penta,
like, "Where was I?" Yeah, they had a thing. They literally, you know how on
the
last Monday
mid
on Raw
joint.
they showed the mask. Well, this time they had the mask, but in
It
the
had
mask
to,
it
yep.
wrote Penta. So he's definitely coming next week. Obviously, they teased it already. They're gonna make the match. It's gonna be Chad Gable versus Penta. Um, because in that backstage segment, Adam Pearce goes, or Chad Gable said, "I want to go up against your best luchador that you got," and Adam Pearce said, "Well, let me make a phone call." So obviously, it's going to be Penta versus
Another
Gable.
Chad Gable L, bro. Like, I don't know why they put these new teams together just literally to have him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna lose. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna take a L, man. And I have more hopes and high hopes for American Made, bro. But I mean, look at the direction it's going. It just shows me that they see Gunther as an unimportant champion right now. I agree, bro. That World Heavyweight Championship has yet to be looked at as an equal title to the Undisputed Championship. Like I feel like it hasn't really been looked at as an equal since they really had a true brand split back when like Triple H was the World Heavyweight Champion, and then you had like Brock Lesnar on SmackDown as an Undisputed Champion. Like both of those titles were looked at and fought at the same level, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't know where the split happened. Maybe when the split happened, bro, when they made that Universal Championship. That's when I feel like that universe, because that belt still stems, you know what I'm saying? It stems from that Universal Championship, man.
Yep.
And that belt was never really looked at as that championship, man. So maybe that's where it comes from, bro. So what else we got?
Real quick, I just gotta say, Nations over here says, so Cody and Rock cool now? And what did he give Cody last time they talked? Yeah, again, just going back to that real quick. That right there, most people's reactions are, wait a second, Cody and Rock are cool now? I think that's where it was off-putting to just see it on camera. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, because that's their first interaction since what happened.
Yeah.
So to
Well,
see them,
because what makes it so weird, bro, and I hate that we jumping back on
but
this.
you agree that it's weird, right?
It is, and we can do
Okay.
a whole nother video on this because
Yep.
bad blood. You have Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes standing in the ring, and The Rock literally counted down and did this to one of them.
Yep.
So you just hugged Cody, you just stood behind Roman and clapped. So one of them two, you did that to. The thing is, and since Bad Blood, right? We still been waiting on who he was directing that energy to.
Yeah. Yep.
And even tonight, it still left us with
I know.
who was he directing that energy to. So again,
Exactly.
we can do a completely different video. If y'all want that video, again, make sure y'all hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. Also, man, notification bell, and share the live while we up here chopping it up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlos just put a good thing here. Other than Legend showing up, how was this not a Saturday Night's Main Event Part 2? Just to
See,
touch on the Legends,
that's
real quick, there other than like Hulk and Taker, like we didn't really even have that many Legends.
and that was my question I was going to ask you at the end. Would you consider
Oh, okay,
would you
okay.
consider this like I was going to ask you which was better, Raw to Netflix or Saturday Night Main Event, because they both just was like overly hyped and under delivered. So I was going to
Yeah.
ask you like at the end, that was going to be my question, which was better. And I can
Yeah.
still wait, but
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get
since he
to it.
asked that,
All right, cool. We'll get to it. All right, so let's talk about Rhea. Rhea wins the title. She gets it back. To me
didn't see that.
personally, I think it's a bad move.
I think it's a bad move unless we figure out what they plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it smells like they bringing Becky back.
Yep.
Which is surprised that I didn't see Becky because they did advertise her, but
Yeah, they did.
I didn't see the man at all, at all tonight. So they throwing the belt back on Rhea. I don't get the point, especially looking at the Raw women's lineup that we have, unless they trying to bring Nia in there and give her like a big different opponent. Because I mean they did have the run in with the whole Liv Morgan situation, and Rhea and Nia was kind of getting into it back and forth. Now we got Tiffy over there with the championship. Now Liv might, like, it's a couple things that could potentially happen. I personally would have loved for Liv to remain the champion, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the whole bloodline thing. Excuse me, not bloodline. Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like Liv as a champion. Um, over Rhea, bro. Rhea's kind of giving me Charlotte vibes, Becky vibes. They just push, and I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of her.
Yeah, I just think Liv had such a great year for 2024 that like I didn't see the point of having to have her lose tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The only real reason is to just elevate Rhea again, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
but again, exactly. It's like for what? It's like now Liv doesn't have a championship. Not that she necessarily needs it in the Judgment Day, but I just
Mhm.
think that she was a perfect heel champion.
Yeah, same,
Um,
same.
so yeah, that one left me like, eh. I mean, I predicted it because I just thought that they weren't going to have Rhea lose again to her,
Mhm.
and I wish it didn't happen personally. It was a good match. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. Again, you had some interference from Dom and Raquel, but yeah, I mean, how did you actually feel about that? And I mean, we can make videos on speculation on what's next for each of them, but just overall, do you think it helps or hurts anyone going down in the future?
I think if anything, all this does is just gives Finn Balor more that because he was just saying like y'all losing without me. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, because they were talking about him as far as losing, the match to Gunther for the World Heavyweight
Yeah,
Championship. And now she lost to Rhea, so he's gonna be throwing that back. So I can see like a Finn Balor Dom kind of feud, or like JD
Judgment Day
McDonough.
is championless now.
Yeah, no championship. They went from having all the titles to no titles. Um, so I definitely can see this split coming up soon. But if they do split, I still can see Finn and JD being heels. Like what I don't want is Dom to become a face, and like that's what I don't want to happen. Like I'm glad Rhea still kicked them, and she went on her way, but Dom as a heel is like. You say he's one of the best heels. You put him as like your top heels of of uh
Mhm.
of 2025. So like I can't see him being a face unless he's coming to save his daddy from getting beat up.
Yeah,
That's the only like major face change for Dom. Like he can't do anything other than save his daddy from a mad beatdown that's gonna really have the crowd cheering for him.
that's funny. Living Finn a couple next. I mean, who knows? I mean, Dom technically wanted to run back to Rhea, right? So we don't know. Culturally controversial. What's up, man?
What's up with it, buddy?
Dom will be a face. Again, I don't see it personally. I mean, maybe long down the line. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really know what the heck they do with the Judgment Day. Me and you've been talking for a while
Yeah.
now that we kind of wanted them all to separate. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So we're gonna have to wait to see. Obviously, at the end of that match, though, you did have Taker coming back. We already kind of touched on it.
Yep. The
He's been
Kid
coming
Rock
back at the
movie, man.
American Badass from now on.
Yeah,
He's never
bro.
put that cloak back on.
Bro. I feel like that would like I grew up, Dead Man Undertaker again. Like 98 is like when I really started watching wrestling. So that was kind of like on the tail end of most of his like darkness, like Ministry of Darkness, Undertaker. Then he got hurt, then he faded away. Then he came back at Judgment Day 2000, Iron Man match, Triple H versus The Rock, American Badass with the Kid Rock. You remember the promos they was doing with the little girls?
Yeah.
The little scary girls from like the
Yep.
Freddy
Yep.
movies and stuff.
Yep.
Like that was the coldest. That was the coldest Undertaker to me, man. That American Badass, not the keep rolling rope.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Kid
Yeah.
Rock, the Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Damn,
Damn,
American
American
Badass.
Badass.
That was the coldest Undertaker, bro. So it was definitely good that we got a good glimpse of that, man. So I was happy about that. You got the little photo op with him and Leah. I mean, excuse me, him and
Yeah.
Rhea at the end,
Yeah.
bro.
That
So
that was pretty cool.
that was
That
pretty
was
cool.
cool.
I definitely would say that.
Yeah, that was
I'm
definitely
going
cool.
crazy in the chat. So
Yep.
where does Solo go from here? See, that was my big thing, and not to jump
That's
back,
a great question. It's a
because
great
remember
question.
I said that, Dylan. I'm like, if Solo loses, like what does he have for the bloodline? Like, how can he go to his bloodline without the Ulafala now? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like what do they do with him? Like, is Jacob gonna? I still can see a Solo versus Jacob match down the line, but I don't. I think it's premature to break up the new bloodline right now, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Jacob is outshining.
That was good.
Um, he's outshining Tama and he's outshining Solo. And I feel like they knew that Jacob was gonna be a star, but I don't think that they felt like he was gonna have that instant impact like he's had. You
Yeah.
know, so I don't know where they go from here. I honestly feel like Roman should have lost. It would have been more rewarding for Solo to continue to have this Ula Fala. They feud with other people, and then they come back around, to Roman and Solo down the line, man. But I mean, again, we just left with what's next. We just left with what's next, bro. What's next with Solo? What's next with Roman?
Yeah.
Who's Roman's next opponent?
Bro,
So
yeah, again, you're 100% right. It's like coming out of tonight, I feel like there's way more questions
yep,
than any answers that we could have gotten.
yep.
But that was hilarious, KT. Buddy is not taking it all. That is
Nah,
that
he
is for
not,
sure.
bro. Solo got that L again, man. It is what it is, bro. But somebody who did well, we got a couple other segments before we get to do we have any more segments before we get
Yeah,
to
let's just Travis Scott. Travis Scott, I thought he was performing. He didn't
me
perform.
too.
He made his entrance with Jey Uso, came out with a blunt and some cacti, and he was good to go.
They're like, we on Netflix, y'all, so we can be here. Carlos said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be so negative, but couldn't help being disappointed about Raw with only caring about Rollins versus Punk, which was too good for this Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we'll
mean,
get to that.
yeah,
We'll get to
I'll
that.
definitely about to say we'll jump on that one in a second, bro. Pause. But Jay and Drew. Again, another match that I called and another match that was wrong, bro. I thought Drew was
Yeah.
gonna get the dub. He got stopped in his tracks, and I mean he's still on that bloodline, and this is something
So
that
so
we
so so
didn't
you
mention.
made you made a comment on this though is when we made our predictions and we both felt the same way. We both thought Drew was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But you had mentioned I think that if Drew loses, well, technically he can't be on the hit list, right? Cuz it's like if you're on a hit list and you check people off, well,
Mm-hmm.
you lost.
Yeah, but I mean
So
he beat Jay before, so it's not like
not during
that's
this like revenge
exactly,
thing though. Yeah.
exactly. But we forgot to mention, bro. I forgot that KO
Oh, yes, yes.
interfered in the match earlier, bro,
Yep.
and which is crazy because KO took the spot of Drew McIntyre. I thought Drew was going to interfere in the match
Yeah.
and
Yep.
try to help Solo. Like I didn't expect Kevin Owens at all, bro,
Mhm.
at all for him to interfere. But I mean, of course, that was his way to have Cody get in there. He Drew KO and Seth the new. We
Bro,
talked about that a while
I
ago.
can see it now more than ever, though. If KO loses at the Rumble, what are they gonna do with these guys? These guys were the band of brothers to defeat the
And look,
Bloodline, and now if they don't have any success, why not join each other, right?
and look, they losing. Look, who lost?
Yeah.
Seth lost,
Yep.
Drew lost, and at the
Yeah.
Rumble, KO gonna lose. So hey, maybe, bro, because I mean, hey, they definitely gonna feel like they're gonna be on some WWE is holding us back or they against us. You know
Yep.
they're gonna be on.
Yep.
They're gonna be on that nonsense. What else we got?
I
The whole
I I agree with Daquan though. I agree completely. I think that the whole match was kind of weird to be completely honest. It was a
Mhm.
very like slow paced match and we kind of know how each of their styles are.
Yeah.
And then it was just like kind of over. You know what I mean? Like it was a
Mhm.
very lackluster match. I definitely did not expect Jay to go over.
Me
But
neither, bro.
he did. So again, it's like another question, right? After this match, well, what happens to Drew? And Jay winning, well, that's got to elevate him because he beat Drew McIntyre. So now what does he do? You know?
Hey, y'all funny because it's funny because y'all talking about the new NWO, and now that they born Hulk Hogan, what if Hulk Hogan? What if Hulk Hogan just turned heel?
Oh
I mean, y'all
man,
boy,
bro.
it start up this new NWO that y'all speak of, bro. Like that's mad funny. But I mean, why we talking about him? Yeah, Hulk Hogan got booed. I just feel like Hulk Hogan can't relate to this generation, bro. Hulk Hogan's still on that 1990s vibe. Like, imagine if Hulk Hogan never turned heel. Like, originally, he didn't want to. So,
Yeah,
Hulk
no.
Hogan be so stuck in his ways with his own creative that he can get in, he can get in his own way. I feel like, and what you believe politically, whatever. But I mean, they
Well, so
were
I
in
was
California. You know
yes,
what I'm
I was
saying?
just gonna say
They
that, bro. I
they
think
they,
he
they, they were in California. Y'all know how politics run. Y'all know who. But then again, they didn't boo the Undertaker though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
They
I think
didn't.
it's 2 things, right? It's
Mhm.
Hulk Hogan is such a polarizing figure. He
That's
had the whole thing in the politics.
yep.
He
And
was
The Rock.
also
Don't
there.
forget what he said about The Rock
He
years
said
ago
he was
too.
talking crap about The Rock, and not only
Mhm.
that, but he was also there to promote his beer.
His
So it's
beard,
like you
yeah.
got 3 things now going against this man. He cuts a
And on
promo
top
on
of that, bro, we don't want no Hulk Hogan beer, bro. We want Stone Cold beer.
yes, bro.
First and foremost, like you're ripping on something that's Stone Cold. We want
Oh,
Austin, bro. First off, we don't want you, Hogan. We want it Stone Cold. Second off, if you're the real American like Hulk Hogan, like you should be selling vitamins, bro, instead of trying to sell beer. Like to me, this was so
or
freaking
spray
random.
paint.
Or,
Either
or
vitamins or spray paint from
you
the
selling
NWO.
beer. You're supposed to tell the kids to say your prayers and eat your vitamins, and now you got to crack open a six pack.
Yeah. And
What are we doing?
dude, Daquan, I was feeling exactly how you were feeling. If I was Hogan, I would have went along and turned heel. Bro,
Yeah, you
he's
got
not part
to
of us. So he's not part of a storyline. Whatever he says doesn't really matter. Cut your
exactly.
promo on your beer and then turn into NWO Hulkster and just start
Man,
going off.
they could have made some bread. They could have made some
Yeah.
bread if he would have. You know what I'm saying? But again, Hulk Hogan
He's
be
not
so
quick
one of
with it.
he not quick with it. He still got that 70s 80s wrestling mentality. And again, bro, you're Hulk freaking Hogan. You're Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan. You
Yeah.
tell kids to say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and now you telling them to crack open a Miller Lite. Like, come
Yeah.
on now, bro. Come on
Yeah.
now, man. Nobody wanted Hulk Hogan, bro. Like they could have gave us, bro. They could have gave us, man, bro.
It's a
Freaking
nostalgia
Sergeant
act.
Slaughter, and
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter probably would have got a bigger ovation than Hulk Hogan, man. But
It's a
let's see how
nostalgia
this
act
play
at
out.
this point. It's a nostalgia act at this point.
That don't
I
nobody
mean,
want though.
me and you talked about this before the show, bro. Because again, we are on social media too much,
Yeah.
but we both really. I mean, the fact that they couldn't come to some agreement with Stone Cold, the memories this guy has
Yeah.
produced for
Yep.
Monday Night Raw, like
Yep.
this is a big Monday Night Raw in the history books, and that dude had some of the greatest segments in
Mhm.
WWE history on Monday Night Raw, and they couldn't come to an agreement.
Bro, just think of this creative team. Hulk Hogan comes out, talk about his beer in the ring. Stone Cold comes out in the freaking beer truck and sprays his beer on Stone. Like, you think the crowd wouldn't have went wild?
Oh
On
yeah,
that, bro. Like, you hear that glass shatter. He talking about beer, and you hear that glass shatter.
it's over.
What's next, bro? What's next, man? This
Well,
I wish I can call Stone Cold and be like, look, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. Again, I just feel like he don't want to work for anybody that's not Vince McMahon. And I
yeah,
feel like Stone Cold probably made a pledge to Vince McMahon years ago and say, and he the type that won't break his word. Like,
yeah,
look, bro, I
could
would
be.
never work for anybody. I would never work for another boss.
Yeah,
Technically, he would be doing work with somebody other than Vince McMahon, even though it's the same company. And I think
yep.
he's just holding on his word. Hopefully, he break it though, man. What we got to finish it off, man? CM Punk,
We got the main
Seth Rollins,
event. CM Punk,
main
Seth
event.
Rollins. I'm gonna let you go first on this one. What from expectations, from the build up, this blood feud, right? Is basically how they were building it. That these guys hated each other. Um, expectations going in, how the match played out, and obviously the overall winner was CM Punk. How do you feel?
What we like? Well, man, I don't know. Cody Rhodes came. Seth Rollins, what? 0-3, 0-4 against Cody. CM Punk come. He 0-1 right now, bro. It's just not looking good. And the crazy thing is, he has the same argument against both guys. You and your buddies tried to tear this company down. You went over there to try to tear this company down. He's having the same thing with Cody Rhodes and saying he's fighting the same battle, but he's continuing to lose, which is great. With I forget who said it. Like, What if these guys just snap because of Cody Rhodes, guys like CM Punk, like KO, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins? They all are gonna some way, somehow, just got these equal vendettas with the
Mhm.
same guys, bro. And I mean, this match was really a toss up. I feel like it doesn't hurt Seth Rollins because he lost, and I don't feel like it's really gonna help CM Punk that much because we know this is not the last match that they're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, how interested am I gonna be in a Seth Rollins CM Punk feud when I just got off of like a 6-month Drew McIntyre CM Punk feud? You know what I'm saying, bro? So like, I don't know how much I got invested until they really get the storyline juicy. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I 100% feel like the wives are gonna come in here. You know what I'm saying? When they intermingle the wives, see, now we already got the one-on-one match, bro. And when we talked about AJ Lee and CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky, we felt like it wasn't WrestleMania caliber. Like, I just feel like that match, most of them intergender, husband wife matches, or those don't be the best matches. So maybe we see that at Elimination Chamber, but I don't know. Ended by Mania. I'm really not that interested in this feud, bro. I don't know why. Maybe because we were supposed to happen and it didn't happen, and now I'm just like, I'm done. Because CM Punk got hurt, but I mean, Punk got the dub. Can he go on and fight somebody else, or is Seth gonna continue to be in his business? I don't know. You let me know.
Yeah, I was excited for it going in, especially with some of the promo stuff. I mean, I thought it was fantastic. Again, bro, the match. I feel like there was a couple definitely lackluster matches, and maybe it was to the part. I mean, the crowd definitely died off towards the end of the show slightly. I think that I know a lot of people wanted this to be the main event, but maybe this is the one that should have opened up the show.
100%. 100%.
Um, and again,
Because I
I
even
thought,
asked you, I'm like, so what's the main event? Like, I forgot all about CM Punk
yeah.
and Seth. Like, I'm not that into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match, but again, it's like the ending was again kinda weird. I mean, you had, like, 3 go to sleeps
Yeah.
and 2 pedigrees, and
It was
that was
hella. It was a hella special. Muggs was using all their finishers that they
yeah.
scored up like they was playing a video game.
And listen, I yeah, right? And listen, I know we're not getting rated R content. We're not, okay? It's not gonna be people busted open and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imma be honest, though, in this again, when there's a feud, when they build it as people hate each other and, it's supposed to be this, like, I can't wait to get into the ring and really bust this guy's face in.
Mhm.
I'm not opposed to seeing some color. Now, at the end, you did have Seth bleeding because, legitimately CM Punk kicked him or kneed him in the face with a
Seth,
go to
Seth
sleep,
got something.
but I would have personally liked to see a little bit of color. Maybe it would have, and I know a lot of people are kind of against that too. Like, oh, we don't need it all the time. Well, we're not going to get it all the time, but certain feuds
Yeah.
definitely need it. I think this one maybe would have benefited from it slightly because it could have just
Told the
made
story a little bit better.
the story a little bit better, and not only that, just the match a little bit better, right? I feel like a lot of people kind of again we're losing a little bit of steam going into the third hour, and yeah, overall, I think what does this do? I don't think this feud is over. I'm okay with CM Punk winning. Again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with his WrestleMania main event slot. Right, that's what he's aiming for this year. I don't think he's main evented on WrestleMania with Seth
Nah.
Rollins, so it's gonna be fun to find out what happens.
Now you mentioned blood, bro. As I'm watching, you gotta remember they got a black mat now. So
Hmm.
like you won't get the color on the mat, you know what I'm saying, as much as we would. Like, yeah, we'll get the visual seeing them bleeding, but
Yeah,
that white mat with the blood, like it kind of just adds more of just that emphasis to the match. So maybe that's something that they thought of. I'm
yeah.
honestly not the biggest fan of like the blue mat on SmackDown and how they had the black mat on here with all the logos. It's just
Yeah, we'll have to see too if this is gonna be an every week thing or if it was just
exactly if
for
it was
the
just for the for
specialty
the,
of
for
it.
the main premiere, yeah, bro. But I mean, the match was good. Match was good, bro. Better than expected at the end. I know you were saying like the crowd kind of died off, but like it was some points where I'm just like, damn, is CM Punk gonna win or damn, is Seth Rollins gonna
Yeah,
win? So it wasn't like I was just like it wasn't a nail biter, but it also wasn't putting me to sleep. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
man, like,
it was
the
good.
pedigree on the announce table. Then he threw him in the ring. Then he hit him with another pedigree. I'm like, damn, I know he ain't gonna beat him with Triple H move. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Then he hit him with the two go to sleep. Then CM Punk hit him with the stump. So it had his 1, 2,
yeah,
moments. But
yeah. No, it
you
was a good match. Again, I just think it wasn't like an excellent match. Also, by the way, I don't know if you noticed at the very end of it, I wanted to ask you about this. Did all of a sudden, like, the match ended, all of a sudden they threw the end credits on
Mhm.
the screen real quick and
Yeah,
it ended. I was like, I thought we weren't getting like rushed endings because of time slots. Like that seemed like from
yeah,
the pin to
yeah.
the ending was like
I mean, it
this.
went off at 10:03 my time. So like
Yeah,
that extra 3 minutes, like I don't know what it does. Like
yeah,
it's live on Netflix now, bro. So like of course, we don't know the legalities behind it or anything like
facts.
that, but it definitely was like, oh, see, it definitely kind of did seem rushed at the end. I gave the whole night an 8 out of 5 out of 10. What y'all think Rock gonna do tomorrow NXT? He's just gonna be he's gonna be that superstar to come in, say his speed. All the superstars now. I gotta at least make my one time NXT appearance.
Mhm.
Probably gonna talk about his daughter, but like I mean, let's see how tomorrow goes. Like, let's see how The Rock acts on NXT. Is he gonna be more final bossy?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be more finally The Rock has made his way to NXT and get a crowd what they want, leave out. Maybe that's the route that they go, bro. Kind of think that The Rock ain't thinking about that, and then he do a heel turn, and we got something to look forward to in the future. But as far as what's going on tomorrow, I'm not sure. Hope you check out my question. What was your question, bro? I got a
Um,
big and maybe controversial question to ask, and wonder what your answer will be. This Raw, after all this build up and let down, did it not feel like a Vince book
ooh.
show? Um,
I don't think it felt like a Vince booked show.
Nah, I wouldn't like. Honestly, bro, like I don't know how a Vince book show feels now. Like I've gotten used to Triple H.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of just Triple H, bro. For me, it's always been Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H. After that, I really don't. And maybe Kurt Angle 4, but like after that, I really don't have a I don't
I
want to
mean,
say
I guess
legit top 10, but like Triple H, I'm just so biased to Triple H. It's almost hard for me to be like, I don't like what he's doing because, like,
yeah.
I love, his character. You can tell he cares about this business, So it's hard for me to be like Triple H is doing a bad job, but you can tell that Triple H is doing things that potentially Vince McMahon might not have done. Vince
Yeah.
McMahon might not have been prone, and as you can see, for years he hasn't been prone to putting people, advertisements on the mat. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably things that Triple H is doing that Vince McMahon wouldn't do, and it's probably things that Vince McMahon would do that Triple H wouldn't do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I'm surprised. The only thing that gives me Vince McMahon booking is the whole Hulk Hogan thing. Like that could have definitely just
That
been like
yeah.
that to me. That to me, if anything, Dylan, that would kill the crowd, bro.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole Hulk don't. It's like, bro, we don't want you here in a sense, and it's so crazy
Yeah,
because
it's hard to, like, just, like, shut down a legend like that, you know what I mean? Because it is important, right? Like, overall, in the grand scheme of things, Hulk Hogan is the first pioneer, right? But
mm-hmm,
at the same time, like, now in 2025, I get it, like, we do not need you on the show right now. But I just going back to, like, a book Vink show, yeah, you say, like, stuff being insignificant. I can see maybe, like, couple pieces from that would be, like, a Vince book show, maybe, like, the thing of, like, The Rock not turning on Roman, you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that is what maybe Vince would have done,
yeah, Vince
or
would have did something. Vince
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 would
would have
have done
had
that,
something clear.
and maybe certain winners like Drew McIntyre not winning, I guess maybe that would have been what Vince would have done, or you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? There could be things intermingled. It is what it is, man. We gotta try to enjoy it for what we get now,
Facts.
instead of just kinda comparing it to what it used to be to what it is now, because what it is now is what it's gonna be in the future, so
Mm-hmm.
but, yeah, his time definitely passed, bro. Hulk Hogan's time has definitely come and gone.
Yeah. Now, big fact, but y'all let us know. Brock will be at the Rumble. I doubt it, bro. Like me and Dylan said, I feel like just it's it's big risk, big reward, but like I feel like they're not willing to take that big risk right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Brock is gonna go to AEW or anything. So it's not like Brock Lesnar has, WWE has competition as far as other places trying to pick up, Brock Lesnar. It's not like how it was with Bobby Lashley leaving and going to AEW. Like I don't think that they have that problem. They just trying to wait and see, how things gonna clear because
Yep.
again they got a $1 billion deal and just what I
$5
mean,
billion.
and just thinking like all
Crazy.
the stuff you see on Netflix as far as the documentaries, as far as XYZ. Hell, we have the Vince McMahon documentary on there. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So it's almost contradictory to have a guy like Brock on the show on Netflix when you got a lot of stuff that's going on Netflix that y'all know how real world shit is,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
but let me ask you, Carlos, a quick question. So you say Taker coming back just for that was so insignificant. But let me ask you a question. What's he gonna do? He's never gonna wrestle again, right? So, like, what else would you have Taker do? Do you just not ever wanna see him on screen again?
I thought
Because
Taker was gonna come back and like choke slam Dom or something, or get Dom a tombstone. Like
again,
that
though, right?
would
Like,
have
when
been
cool, but again,
cool.
the significance of it is still not significant. It's not furthering a storyline. If anything, it kinda was a little significant because you're giving the rub to Rhea. She's a new champion, you have Taker with her. That's a
Taker
little bit
giving her
more
the nod of approval type.
yeah, so I don't know, man. I just I don't know what some of these legends are. What do we really expect of them anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like if
I don't know. Travis with a blunt was a big risk too. I mean, but you
yeah.
got hella people smoking blunts on Netflix, bro. So
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying. So I thought Travis was gonna perform, man. Like we just had such big
Oh yeah.
expectations,
Yeah,
Dylan.
we did.
You know what
And
I'm
it
saying, bro? And it is what it is. Like
yeah.
in their eyes, yes, it's Raw to Netflix, but it's another Monday Night Raw. We're gonna celebrate it, and we're gonna keep the show pushing, man. So again, y'all let us know how y'all felt about everything as far as Monday Night Raw. Y'all let us know y'all predictions as far as the future in the comment section below. Um, that was only fumble with WWE. Yeah, now I don't even want to talk about it, bro, because we hurt people, bro. The Hurt Syndicate over there at AEW about to make them. They about to make them some bread, man. But we gonna pick up our AEW content because Dylan, I meant to tell you, bro. I started watching season 1 of Dynamite. They put the first year of
Yep.
Dynamite on
On
Max.
Mac. Yep.
The first one of the opening matches was Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. And just seeing 2019 Cody no neck tattoo,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, bro? So like I'm about to watch this, man, pick up some of his old wrestling before he really came back, man, and see if I really would like a heel Cody Rhodes, bro, and just see his character development over the last couple of years as well, man. So WWE was being funny with Priest with the Undertaker. I didn't
Yeah.
think about I didn't think about that one, bro, but that would have been funny, man. That would have been funny, like a backstage segment of like the Undertaker just looking at Priest, shaking his head and just walking away or something like that,
That would
bro.
have been good.
That would have been good, man. But I mean, Dylan, any final words, bro?
That's it, man. Again, at the end of like some of these bigger shows, we like to rate them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do out of 5. What was your
I
rating
give it
for
a 4,
tonight?
bro. I gotta give it a
4.
4. I give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4. 4 or 4.2. Again, it's like it was a great show. Our expectations were a little
Yeah,
bit
and that's what I'm trying to.
extravagant,
Because you
but
think of
but
this,
we had
Dylan.
a lot of big moments still.
Think of this though, and the reason why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is because at the end of the day, how many Raws can you go to where you see Triple H? Now, granted, they're not wrestling, but
Mhm.
you see Triple H, John Cena, The Rock, The Undertaker, Roman Reigns. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it still was star studded. Like let's not act like it wasn't star studded. Again, we just expected this to be on some Monday Night Raw WrestleMania type vibes, bro.
Yeah,
And
we
I
did.
mean, we didn't get that, but it's fine. It still delivered. I feel like if we were there, I would have appreciated seeing Cena, Rock, Triple H. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I give
Yeah.
it a 4 out of 5.
Yep. Yeah, same here. 4 to
And
5. Yeah,
Hogan.
and Hogan.
And Hogan, man. So again, y'all let us know how y'all feel, what you think of my idea, Dylan. What Carlos talking about.
Now that would have been a whoa.
Oh, he said at this point,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
over Taker coming back. If it ain't at least not something big or a big promo with someone, can you imagine we get Taker and Gunther promo with how good Gunther heel? I mean, it wouldn't do nothing with Taker not wrestling no more, bro. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
again, if you're just talking about a moment, Carlos, I think yeah, of course it would have been a cool moment. But just like I was just talking about, like you used the word significance, right? Like even that is really not significant to anything in the future, right? Like Gunther ain't gonna wrestle the Undertaker, so it would have been cool as just like a again like a specialty show. It definitely would have been a cool moment. Um, but I still think it's a pretty cool moment that he comes back, rides on the bike, and you have the little moment with Rhea. It's still a
Mhm.
cool moment.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. Other than that, good show. We gotta lower our expectations for some of
that's
these
it.
now. I think going forward,
It,
just enjoy the product as what it
it,
is, and I feel like we'll definitely be happier at the end of these shows. You know what I mean?
it.
So, more content this week. We'll probably break down some more of these minute details from the show. Also, we'll have some stuff maybe for NXT, just reacting to what The Rock ends up doing. And stay tuned, man. We're gonna be here for a while, so just stay tuned to the content.
And we appreciate y'all tapping in and vibing with us tonight. For real, for real. Make sure
Yeah,
again,
great
y'all
show.
hit the notification bell, y'all subscribing. Shoot, Dylan. And other than that, bro, you got your boy
Got
Break.
got Dylan.
And we out. Peace.
Peace.